Hey, what is up guys? My name is Chaseter and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto Online video. Today we are going to be customizing the Bravado Verlierer, which I have never owned this vehicle. It actually looks really weird and I can't remember this vehicle at all, like ever being in the game, but supposedly it's been in the game for a very long time and we're going to be customizing it today for the first time. But before we get into the video, it'd be awesome if you guys could hit that subscribe button. We are aiming for 10,000 subscribers, and let's get right into the customization. So far, I'm really liking the sound of this car, which is kind of rare to say for the older vehicles in GTA. But yeah, let's get right into it. Let's get the 100% armor upgrade. For the brakes, we'll get the race brakes. Bumpers, we actually got quite a few options. We have the painted and carbon. We have the painted bumper and splitter, which that kind of looks like a 350Z all of a sudden. Don't you guys think so? That looks pretty crazy. We have the custom front splitter and all these other crazy racing ones. I guess the GT bumper actually doesn't look too bad either. I really want to do the 350Z looking bumper, but I kind of want a splitter, so I think I'm going to go for the GT bumper. For the engine, we'll go for the level 4, and for the exhaust, let's see what kind of stuff they actually have some pretty decent looking exhaust on this car. You can go with the single one in the middle, or you can get the dual, or you can get the quad. I actually really like the quad. For the fenders, we do have the vented race wing vents here, which I don't know. I don't think I like. I think I'm going to skip on that. For the hood, we have the vented hood, the secondary vented hood, a carbon hood, which is pretty interesting, a ram air hood, which I guess isn't too bad, but there's already a vent in the hood, so I don't know why you would need two. And then you have the carbon vented hood. I kind of want to go with the... Oh man, am I going to be a loser and just go with stock again this video? I could go with the vented hood, but there's already a vent, and that kind of looks weird. We'll come back to the hood. For the mirrors, we can get the color-coded mirrors, which I think I am going to get that. We could get carbon, but that looks kind of weird. We'll come back to the respray. For the roll cage, we actually have a few options for the roll cage, and I don't really want one. I think I want to keep this thing looking sleek and nice. We'll go for the carbon skirts though, since we do have carbon skirts on the front bumper. And for the spoilers, let's see what they have going on. For the tuner wing, it doesn't look too bad. I think it does actually contour to the car quite well. We have the secondary version of that. What the hell is this? We have a drift wing and it only has one arm. That looks so strange. I don't think I'm going to go for that. We have the color-coded wing, which I actually kind of like this. Huh. It is like positioned weird, like more on the bumper than like where the wing is. But it doesn't look too bad. We can get the GT wing as well to match all the carbon. I think we're going to do that. We're going to go for the GT wing. For the suspension, I think we're going to lower it all the way. But honestly, I think it could go a little bit lower, but I guess that's okay. For the transmission, we'll get the race transmission, and for the turbo, of course. Now for the wheels. Now this car is already looking a little weird, which makes me want to do a weird wheel, if that makes sense. I think this car needs a 5-spoke though. I think that's the only issue with the wheels. Like I kind of like these. Like, the Cosmos don't look too bad. There was a couple of other ones, but I don't like how there was a lot of spokes going on. But I kind of like the Ice Kid. I don't think I've ever used this wheel before. I'm going to select it and see if we can change the color and see what it looks like. Yeah, for some reason, I really like this wheel in this car. For the windows, we'll go for a light smoke, and that actually tints the headlights as well, which is pretty cool in my opinion. GTA usually doesn't do that, but when they do, I'm always happy about it. Now, that is going to do it for the customization, but I do want to pick out a paint job. So I'm going through all of the color combinations, and I think green looks the best on this car. So does like nautical blue and like some of the darker blues. But I think I'm going to go in between and go with the gasoline green. It's not green, it's not blue, it's kind of in the middle. It's kind of like that aqua color. Now for the pearlescent, I do want to try a cast iron silver. It does make it look pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. For some reason, the cast iron silver always makes paint jobs like, I don't know, more flatter, but not at the same time. Like, there's still a metallic to it, but it just looks more, I don't know. A pearlescent that I like to use with gasoline green is frost white, but I'm just not really feeling it with this car. So I think I'm going to stick with the cast iron silver. I think that looks so good. And for the secondary, it looks like we can actually change the brake calipers. And again, we don't really get to do that very often. So I'm really proud of Rockstar with this vehicle. And why not just get some red calipers? I think that looks pretty sick. And one last thing is the wheel color. I think I'm going to go for carbon black, but I do want to check out stone gray. It's actually called stone silver. Both look really, really good. I just don't know. We got the silver, and then we got the carbon black. I kind of like the silver. I'm not going to lie, guys. I think I'm going to go with the stone silver. And I think that's going to do it for the Bravado Verlierer. I think I'm saying that name right, by the way. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. So here we have it, the Bravado Verlierer. I think it looks pretty good. It turned out really simple, which it is a pretty simple vehicle. To me, it looks really weird. It has a look of a 350, but also maybe like a BRZ or something. I don't really know. I don't know what this car is trying to be, but I kind of like it. One thing that is very off-putting for me is the back end of this vehicle. I really don't know what they were trying to go for here. Maybe it is like a real concept car that's out there in the real world, but the headlights on this car look really small compared to the body contouring and everything. It's just a very interesting looking car. It's in the sports category, but I did my best on the customization. I want to take it out, see what it's like. But before doing that, I do want to get an exhaust sound test. Wow, it actually has somewhat of a decent sounding engine, and listen to that exhaust popping. That's actually pretty insane. So yeah, this car actually has some get up to it, and I am so shocked by that exhaust sound. That is insane, out of this world for being a GTA 5 vehicle. And it's weird that it's an older vehicle. Sometimes Rockstar likes to show favorites on certain vehicles and gives them a really good exhaust sound. And this is one of those vehicles. I am just really digging that exhaust sound. But with that being said, the performance is actually really decent. I should have did some more research before filming this video because I would like to see if it's all-wheel drive or not. Actually, we could do a little test here. So it seems to be rear wheel drive, which is totally fine. We could probably drift this thing if we wanted to. But the handling is actually pretty decent. Like, I'm taking some sharp turns at full speed and I'm not really spinning out. I'm sure if I kept on going, it would eventually spin out. But this is a nice little sports car. It gets up to speed pretty quick, has a nice sound to it. And I want to see what kind of top speeds we can get out of this thing. Listen to it scream. It sounds like this car goes into like overdrive or something. That's really weird. But I'm digging it. I want to quickly see how fast we're going. It says that we're not even going 120. I think it was like reaching 115 maybe. My guess is like 110 to 115. Not the fastest sports car, but again, it's not really about the performance. I think with this car, it's the looks and the exhaust sound. But hey, with all of that being said, I really enjoy this little car. Again, I don't know if it just went under my radar or what, but I don't really remember this car. I know it's like older. I don't know if it came through DLC or if it was just always a part of the game. You guys are going to have to let me know down in the comments below. But I like it. It's not like my favorite or anything, but it's definitely just a cool little sports car. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. There are going to be more to come. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.